Hey guys, last night I get there and I wound up hanging out with this couple that I know to start with, and my friend Josh and one of his friends that I know, and I can't remember his name, was there. But I hung out with this couple and they were so much fun. But we started talking and I started explaining. I said, I learned something very, very valuable when I was talking to you guys over here the other week. And he goes, oh God, what? I said, and then I started getting into my, it's not just that we're on a spectrum of gay to straight. There's also a spectrum of like aromantic, which means non-romantic, and hyper-romantic. And then there's one that's asexual, which means non-sexual, all the way out to hypersexual. And he goes, I can see that. And I said, I'm hyper-romantic. And I'm somewhere between sexual and asexual. Until I get to know somebody and it's actually like exploration and just having fun with somebody that I actually have feelings for, not really like animated by it. It's not a driving force. So we're having all these discussions and they wound up being really good. And in the end, I could tell that they wanted to just be by themselves, so I just kind of like took off. But it was a good time with that. This isn't gonna be a long one, by the way. I saw this guy. Oh my God, he is so freaking cute. And he reminds me of somebody else. Like really hardcore, looks just like this guy from the UK. He's a part of a couple. So, and I talk to them as in I comment on their stuff and they respond to me with some frequency. So I took the guy's information. I said, here you go. This is the guy. His name is Maxwell Brown. And he is your UK doppelganger. And we'll see if the guy even responds. I don't think he will. Every time I see him, he gets really animated. Like, oh my God, it's you. And I'm like, I love the fact that you get like this. What I noticed though is that all these people get really excited to see me and then have no idea what to do with me. I mean, they don't even try. Like, we'll talk. I'll be like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? And just doing our usual thing. And it's kind of like there's an expectation that I'm not meeting or that I don't understand, maybe. But I just sit there like, why is it going from like really upbeat to like it just drains? And then I feel like, oh, okay, it's time for me to leave. And I, like say, it's really good seeing you. We'll catch up later. I did see another guy that I know who I walk up behind him because he didn't see me. And I put my arms in and I gave him a big hug from the back. And he's like, whoa. And he turns around and he goes, oh, it's you. How you doing? And gives me a hug. And then he says, I have to remember never to do that. I'm like, did I do something wrong? No, I really appreciated what you did. I said, and yet you said, I need to make sure I never do that. I can read. Those lines were set up for me. I gotcha. It was just meant to be funny and cute. Apparently it wasn't. He acted like it was okay. Apparently words and actions don't align, which tells me everything I need to know. And what that tells me is, if your words and your actions don't align, you go into a completely different category, which is, I don't understand you, and I'm not going to put any effort into it. And we're good. And that's all I need. 5 seconds after you make sure I understand that there is no deducing what's happening next. I step back, realign how I'm dealing with you, and then proceed. It probably explains why I don't have a lot of people in my world. Because a lot of people don't know how to, or don't have the ability to align their hopeful self, which is your words, with your true self, which is your true actions. And I have gotten it like that. People know what I'm doing. People understand where I'm coming from. I am there's no mismatch. I don't say I like you if I don't. If I say I like you, I put a lot of thought into it. Just FYI. And when you give me mixed signals, I stop because I'm being messed with. And I'm no longer tolerating any of that. Anyway, that was my last night. I love you guys.